Alrighty, y'all. Welcome to Ellis Mowers. I want to do a real-time update for you here on a Friday night. I didn't check in earlier in the week. I've been slacking. No, not really. With everything that's going on right now with the pandemic, uh, I'm working 1 week on and 1 week off, which is I usually only work 4 days a week. So I have my week on, and I'm not really able to get a lot done during those weeks. It's just very difficult for me to get out and get to wrenching and fixing things, and especially on these riding mowers and whatnot, it just takes a while to get those done, honestly. But I was able to pull off one this week. It was another, and I'll show you what I got on trade for it, but it was another snapper. I did a video on it. You'll see it coming down the pipe probably in early September. That's how far I've got videos scheduled out. So y'all gonna have content for ever and a day from me. But I've got this going on here. It was a 1981 snapper, so it was a pretty old snapper, and it just needed carb clean, which ended up needing a new carburetor, which I took off of the Murray because I'd already made a deal with the guy, and I literally pulled it on the trailer of the truck and it started leaking. And so I was sitting there like, oh no. So I swapped the carbs real quick, and it seems like it's doing alright. The guy's actually painted it and everything. It looks amazing now. If you follow my Instagram, you saw what that mower looks like. Like I said, the video is going to be coming down later on in the summer. It's very, very cold right now in terms of May here in North Carolina. We're potentially getting some record lows this weekend, and potential frost, which is unheard of past about tax day around here. So in terms of riders, I've also gotten rid of one more, and it was that Murray rider that had the blown engine, that had the grass all caked up and stuff around, and the deck was busted. A guy with a Scott's mower came and wanted a transaxle, so I'm like, or needed a transaxle, and his was the Murray version before John Deere started making them. So he had that, and so I got that for him. I got $100 off of that, so that's one less thing I have to worry about in the yard. Cleaned up the yard a little bit. It looks a lot better out here now. It seems like it looks a lot better anyways. Haven't really done anything on the Husqvarna. I'm very, very tempted. Thank you all for your opinions about what I should do with this thing. Very, very tempted to I was tempted to swap motors with that Intech over there on that Troy built. But I watched Terrell fix his all this week, and he repaired one of these, exactly the exact issue I've got with the cracked block on it right here. And he just used JB Weld and, put gaskets and stuff back on it, and seemed like it worked. So I might try that first if I can get it, because I think the motor runs. I just gotta get it right, so it's not leaking oil all over the place. So I think that's going to be one of my next ones coming up. I really need to get the gray Craftsman in here. It looks a lot worse than it actually is. I just need to put some front wheels and stuff on it. I obviously still haven't done anything with those. My battery's dying, so I'm going to try and make this a quick update. But one other rider you don't see in here is the DLT. I appreciate all of your opinions of how I had it priced. I had it priced down here, like I said, I live in North Carolina, at $750, which is very respectable for that mower. Had a decent inquiries, actually a potential trade for an enclosed trailer, a homemade enclosed trailer, 5x12. It'd have been worth every bit of $750. But I honor my first people that respond to me, and I give them the first shot. The guy came with $650, and I could not say no, considering I only had about $150 in it and a few hours of my time cleaning the carburetor and changing out the wiring. Yardman's ready, finally. I got the carburetor on it. Air filters came in earlier this week, and that self-propel actually kind of halfway works. One of the wheels pull. I got it listed for $80. It'll probably leave for about $70. Should go this weekend, hopefully. This one came back. This was a trade back for for that rear engine rider snapper. Guy bought a push mower. The yard was too big for him to push, so he got the rear engine snapper from me. And he also, I'll go ahead and turn the lights off in here. He also got a nice little 30-inch Murray riding mower that I got from him, that I'm working on now. And that's why my garage looks absolutely atrocious, because I have this thing completely apart, like utterly and completely apart. And here's the reason why: because of the transaxle. So the guy before him put the transaxle in the back and like rebuilt it and resealed it and everything, but he put the spacers down here instead of up here, so it was misaligned with the drive belt, so it was never going to work. I had to take the engine completely off to get the tensioner pulley off, which you can see is disintegrated. So not only, and also I've already done this, and you'll see the video on it, I had to weld up the actual trans pulley because it was wobbly and the key was about shot on it. So I welded that up, put it back on, and then found that. And so I'm like, oh. So this thing's in pieces. I've got the part on order. But when I get this thing back together, I really only have about 2 to 3. I'll probably have maybe 5 hours in it after I finish with it. Maybe 6, just depending. Everything else, cosmetic condition, this thing is beautiful. The deck's in great shape. So I'll put that one back together. It'll be a nice little mower. Might get $300 out of it. But as for the rest of it, like I said, my battery's dying, so I'm just going to try and give a quick update. I'd like to get on the Troy-Bilt too. I almost want to tackle both of the Kohler Courages at the same time, just to get them in, get them out, get them done, because they're my more expensive mowers right now that I've got in. I could probably get $600 for that. The Husqvarna I can probably pull $700 out of. And then I'd like to get on this Murray and the John Deere. I've got, like I said, this is my week off, and so I'm going to try and hit these things hard. As long as I've got the parts, I'm going to get them in, get them out, and get them gone. It's supposed to be great weather next week and all that good stuff. Got carburetors coming in for the snapper. As soon as it gets in, I'm going to hop on that and get that thing out. This is easily a $200 to $225 mower, maybe even higher than that. I might list it for $250 if I can get the bagger right. This is a frame I just got a breakdown I got for free. What else? I guess over the weekend I got another Craftsman rider that I didn't do a video on. I might have told y'all about. It was I can't even remember what it was now. I've done so many mowers. I think it was a 14.5 with a 42-inch cut. A guy that bought a push mower from me ended up coming to buy that. That thing sold within 6 to 8 hours. Every riding mower I can get is selling within a day if it's not already sold by the time I fix it. It's just simply amazing. Anyways, that's just a quick update for tonight. I'm also working on, this is the engine off of that weed eater push mower over there. It's shot. It's leaking oil out of everywhere. It's got a bent crankshaft. So what I'm doing, I got a good gas tank and I've got a good engine over here, a classic Briggs engine. I was trying to swap base plates because I have the issues with the bolts here, but I was able to drill out one, and so I'm at least going to have 2 good mounting bolts on each side, so I think I'm going to be okay. I'm going to slap this on a mower first thing tomorrow morning and put oil in it, swap over the linkages and stuff for the gas tank, see if I can get that thing going. Anyways, before my battery runs out, I just wanted to thank you all again. We're getting close to 1,450 subscribers. I'm picking up about 5 a day, which is amazing. Thank you for all the support, as always. You can follow me with what I'm doing on Instagram, Facebook at Ellis Mowers 09. I will catch y'all on the next video coming up on Sunday at 8 o'clock. We're going to get an older true Troy build in that's missing some self-propel parts. So we're going to take off the self-propel. We're going to get it running. And then we'll move on to another riding mower, Weed Eater brand, which has a couple of little surprises. And one of the surprises, which y'all probably saw in an earlier video, was that I had to do a last-minute engine swap on it because the governor went out on this one. So you'll see that series coming up as well. A bunch of push mower, a bunch of ride mower stuff coming up as I'm getting these ready. And so now I'm going to clean this up for the night, tuck it over in a spot that's, well, not as obvious as right in front of the garage. And then I am going to call it a night. I appreciate y'all watching as always. I'll catch you on the next video. See you on Sunday, and catch y'all next week. I'll give y'all another real-time update. See if I get anything, you know, changing and whatever around here. See if I can get some stuff sold. Really need to get some stuff sold before before the season, before we know it, the season's really going to be over. I've got about 2 months so I can hit it hard still. And so I'm about halfway done before stuff really starts drying up here, when the hot weather really hits and starts drying up the grass and everybody's got the mower that they need. So catch y'all next time. And like I said, Instagram, Facebook. Catch y'all right here for more content on Sunday.